Hello and welcome to Racers Now. In this video, in person, sat here with SD in the beer garden, about 2 miles away from the racecourse. We're going to be looking at Goodwood on day 3, which is Thursday. We've had a fantastic day on day 2, SD. There was all sorts of winners tipped by yours truly on day 2.
Well,
so
yes,
well done. So well done. Right, I've not even got your selections typed out, SD, so you can start talking about race on Goodwood, day 3, opening race, 10 furlong handicap. Away you go.
Well, I could talk to you a hell of a lot about it, but I'm afraid I didn't think there was a wager in the race. I think sometimes you've just got to think to yourself, this thing is too bloody difficult. It's a hell of a race, I have to say. You know, there are numerous progressive animals in there, and you could make a case for 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. So in such circumstances, and do you know what? I love a 16-runner handicap, as you know. I mean, you don't like them. I mean, it's over 16. And obviously we should reward the bookmakers who are paying 4 places. Now, I'll tell you for a fact that Dragon Bet will be a quarter first for Star Sports, will be a quarter first for Jeff Tilley, will be a quarter first for in the Silvering. And of course, very good friend of the channel, Tim Bigger Than the Machine Brown, in the Silver Ring will be shouting quarter the odds first for in his best southern accent. So I thought it was just a race best left because if you're at Goodwood, go to the paddock. Speaking of the paddock, I think it is worth just pointing this out that in the Gordon enclosure, there is access to half of the pre-parade ring, half of the parade ring. And the pre-parade ring is a great place to go and watch horses parade. The problem is about 60% of it has been taken up by ITV and their associated mob. So again, ITV are defecating on racegoers here, and basically everyone's just huddled round and you can't see the horses. I mean, you're supposed to be the racegoer's friend, ITV. We have Matt Chapman preaching like, you know, Archbishop Desmond Tutu on Twitter on Saturday about odds percentages, and then he has the audacity to write a column for Flutter.
Yeah, he does.
What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, what the flut is going on. Right, okay, SD, so we'll be moving on to the Richmond then on day number 3 of Ascot. That's Group 2 over 6 furlongs. I think you're having a bet in this one, aren't you, at 2:30?
Yeah, I have to say that I thought some of the races this week over 6 for 2-year-olds were very, very weak indeed, and I think this is a case in point. There wasn't, you know, you've got the likes of Havana Hurricane, who was beaten in what is traditionally a crap race in the super sprints.
He was beaten. Sorry,
yes,
I said earlier that he won. He was second, wasn't he? Because you tipped the winner.
I did tip the winner.
What was his name?
Rocket Rob Millman, who, of course, won the Super Sprint first in 1997 with Muller Kintyre. You've got Puerto Rico, who's still a maiden. And what are you laughing at? You've got Underwriter, who got his arse spanked at Ascot, but has had 2 wins at Ayr. I do like going racing at Ayr, though.
Right, spit it out then. What are you backing?
I'll spit it out. I think it's fairly simple. Coppull wazzed up at Leicester and ran really well in the Coventry, and I thought he'd run really well. David Armstrong, fantastic owner breeder, of course, Mason, and it's good to see him back in the game, isn't it?
Yeah, Mason won the July Cup on soft ground. No,
I think Mason won the Nunthorpe.
He won a race that was on biblically.
It was a Group 1 race, and it's good to see owner breeders, you know, who support the game and love the game being back involved. And I do hope Coppull turns out to be a good horse.
Okay, good. Right, we're moving on to the Gordon then, Group 3, 1.5 miles. Now, regular viewers will know, SD, that I'm all over Merchant for this. Ante post 14-1 for the St. Ledger. He's still available at around 10. Scandinavia won on Tuesday, so he's as short as even money, Scandinavia, for the Ledger, after winning the Goodwood Cup, all-age Goodwood Cup. But yeah, Merchant's 5-4 for this Gordon Stakes on Thursday.
Well, you go back to school for this race, don't you?
Oh, well, earlier we had puberty, now we're going to be talking education.
Yes. We very much serve the younger viewers. very great to see that younger viewer coming up to me at Wolverhampton the other week asking what I was going to back, and I gave him a loser. So I apologise to the younger viewer. Where I'm going with back to school is Merchant beat Rahiebb by 2.5 lengths over 12 furlongs back in May.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
at York,
and they both had a run at the time. And Rahiebb was giving Merchant £8 and got a 2.5 length beating.
Okay.
So why is Rahiebb, what is he, 7-1 or something? When Merchant's 11-8.
He's 11-2, Rahiebb, sorry.
So he's 11-2 and Merchant's 11-8. So, I just thought in terms of value, I'm not saying Merchant can't win, but I think he's priced with about 20 condoms on, and quite frankly, you've got to play the race.
Okay, good. So you think that Merchant's too short, and you go in for a go on.
Oh, we love a double dip, don't we?
Oh, are you double dipping again? Oh, Jesus
for
Christ!
God's sake!
Right, come on then.
I do apologise. I was at Sandown when look, if you think the favourite is too short, Merchant at 11-8, 40+% chance of winning, I don't think that is reality. I thought Windlord did well to win, and certainly looked like that he'd get a bit further at Sandown. He was getting the 3-year-old allowance, but he previously, ran in Group 1 company. And he's a horse who's very likable. Oisin's doing the steering, which is no bad thing.
He went off bang short, didn't he, the other day, in his first start of the season at Sandown in one of the classic trials, didn't he?
He was 5-4 that day, and obviously Oisin doing the steering is no bad thing unless something happens. And I do hope nothing happens here and he runs well.
Okay, great. Moving on to the Nassau then on Thursday, Group 1 on Thursday.
Nassau?
Yeah.
Who the bloody hell pronounces
What's it the capital of SD? Bahamas, is it? Is it the Bahamas?
I think it's somewhere. It is somewhere in the Caribbean, isn't it?
I'm gonna go with Bahamas.
And it is the Bahamas.
Well, there we go. There we go. Right, only 5 runners here, SD, which is underwhelming, let's say. But I am really looking forward to Whirl. Pretty Polly winner, second in the Oaks, taking on the older horses here, chiefly in See the Fire and others. Coronation winner. Remember the Coronation? Someone tipped the 40-1 winner of that. I can't remember who it was. Sursane steps up to 10 furlongs here as well. I thought it was interesting, but there's no bet for me. There's actually no bet at all on Thursday, actually, for me.
Why?
Nothing really interests me that much.
I love this card on Thursday.
I had quite a few on Tuesday that was a disaster. I've had 3 or 4 on Wednesday. We'll wait and see how bad that was.
I love the Golden Stakes. I remember.
A Merchant will win.
Do you think so?
I hope so.
Do you want 6-4?
No, I'm happy with my 14-1.
No, that's for the Ledger.
It is.
You're on at 20 as well.
What year? No, I advised it at 14. What year we're going back to here? I'm going to go 1996.
I'm trying to think. I think it's 98. And Alexius, of course, won the Gordon.
Yeah.
But you wanna watch the start of that race. It absolutely blew the start, and it was.
Who rode it?
Never won again. Do you know what? I couldn't tell you.
Oh, you're not that good then, are you?
Was it Swinburne or Edery? I don't know. It might have even been Fallon. It was Sir Michael Stoute in the Sheikh Mohammed colours. Remember those?
Right, so you're going to put up a horse that to me is absolutely finished in Running Lion.
If it was absolutely finished. If it was finished, it wouldn't be running. That's the first point.
She's finished.
I think with Roaring Lion, it is
running.
It is Running Lion. I always do this on here. Running Lion. Some idiots calling me from Nottingham. Let's just see what's going on.
This could be a disaster.
Good evening. Oh, they've gone. Anyway. Running Lion is a very, very good horse on her day. Don't forget last year that she blew out in the Falmouth, okay, and she very, very nearly won the Prix de l'Opera on the run after. So this year she blows out in the Falmouth, and she might very, very nearly win the Nassau. Some of her form is certainly equivocal to some of these, and yet she's 33-1. We've got Mr. Buick on board, and she has a touch of je ne sais quoi, doesn't she?
I couldn't disagree more. She's finished. She's absolutely finished.
Well, you think she's finished.
I do.
I'll play her at a massive price.
Yep.
So I'll play her at 33.
Yep.
I have to say, I would probably have See the Fire favourite over Whirl. Now, I'm not in the business of putting 7-4 shots. That's for knobheads on Twitter who just want to, say we've got winners. But I would probably just have See the Fire favourite over Whirl. So that then negates my interest in the betting without market. But it doesn't then negate my interest in the betting without the 2 market. Because, look, we've got Sassoon, we've got Bedtime Story. Let's assume for a second the 3-year-olds are absolute wank, okay?
Okay.
Which could be the case.
It could be.
It
Yeah.
could be.
We've not had answers yet. Mini Hawk hasn't raced against her elders yet. Whirl has raced against her elders. Kalpana in the Pretty Polly won in decent battle there. Kalpana then, you could say, backed it up in the King George at the weekend. Ran probably a career best, even though she didn't win.
Very weak favourite that for the art. But let's assume that's the case. Look, of course you are. Of course you are. The king of after time. I just saw
tips up yesterday on Races Now.
Oh, was it?
You know that video you watched, 22 minutes?
Oh, yes.
The conclusion was back Kalpana.
Back the favourite, right, okay.
Stop calling me Harry if you want.
I'll tell you what, back the favourite. Harry's here. Come on, say hello, Harry. Come on, say hello. Say hello. He's back in the favourite. Give him your crown.
If you want to back favourites, listen to this man.
For fuck's sake. I think in all seriousness, Running Lion, there is a chance that let's say the 3-year-olds are a bit mediocre. I think you could play it. I think 7-1 in 3-horse race is perfectly fair. And I'm more.
That is fair.
I am backing Running Lion to win. Well, have I put it up each way?
You have put it up each way. Yeah. Here's your each way.
And I'll put it up 0.375 points each way, which is of course 3/4 of a point, which he can't get his head around. I think she's got a pretty good chance.
And FD does have good success on this very channel on betting without the favourite markets, as we saw on 1,000 Guineas Day.
Oh, we enjoyed that, didn't we?
Right, well, we'll be back tomorrow then, SD.
We will.
As we look forward to Friday, the Thursday show, this week's Thursday show, the usual Thursday show.
It's an absolute car crash.
I've got no idea what's going to happen. He could be in Goodwood or Nottingham. I'm definitely not doing it. Harry might be doing it. There might not be one at all.
We'll put something up for Saturday because, of course, it's the Thirst Summer Cup.
It is. It is the Thirst Summer Cup. Royal Thirst, as some people.
Royal Thirst,
yes. Some people call it.
Get yourself to Thirst. If you're an elderly viewer, of course, over 65s at Thirst got £12 on Saturday into the grandstand and paddock. That's tremendous value.
His friend of the channel over 65.
No, do you know what? He's only 60. He had his 60th birthday about 3 months ago. I cannot believe you've said that. He'll be very offended.
Oh, I was only asking. He might not be.
Well, he's not.
He might not be. Good evening to you, John. Right, okay.
Yes, good evening.
See you
John.
later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.